Mickey, obviously 3 tests and unfortunately another loss, but some really pleasing signs, with the fight that the team showed on the final day yesterday.
Yeah, look, 100% right. I'm just really happy to see the growth in the players, to see the growth in the team over the last week. I think the growth's been enormous. I thought the attitude was right, and I thought the guys have learned a huge amount. Yes, we've lost another test and we lost another series, but the amount of experience that this young group of players has had in possibly toughest conditions I've certainly ever seen is going to be invaluable for Australian cricket down the line.
Is it disappointing though to see some improvement in this test, but not come away with a draw or even a win?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, we want to win every test match we play, without a doubt. But again, just reiterating, this team is moving forward. This team is grasping exactly what we want to do, and the team during this test match played at times very good cricket. Now, what we need to do in these conditions in India are ahead of us. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Just like we are ahead of India when they come over to Australia. But again, the experience these guys have got has been invaluable, because if we want to become the number 1 side in the world, which we all do, we have to win away from home, and that means winning in the subcontinent or subcontinent-like conditions against four teams.
It's been a tough tour, obviously, and now with the series, we can't balance the ledger. India if we're going to win the series. Do you regret making the decision last week?
No, absolutely not. That decision was taken with a purpose. That decision was meant to move this team forward. As I've said, and I've said it numerous times, it wasn't about that one little indiscretion. It was about getting a culture, getting values, getting behaviours, because under pressure, which we're going to be under over the next year, teams that have these in place make the right decisions and make the right decisions better. And that's what we're all about, and I've certainly seen a massive shift in where this team wanted to go. I've seen a team that's galvanised over the last week, and I'm incredibly happy with that. On the playing field, in these conditions, it's still a challenge for us. What we need to do as well, and is we need to put India under a little bit of pressure, because I think if we can put them under pressure, I'm not 100% sure they all what they sort of cracked up to be in these conditions. I'd like to see us put them under pressure. I thought we absorbed pressure very well during this test match. We just couldn't put them under pressure for a long enough period.
Michael Clarke is obviously a bit of a tough situation for you with his back the way it is. How is it, and how do you see him fitting in for the 4th test? Is he going to be fit?
Yeah, look, it's very early to answer that. Mike's tough. We've got a magnificent medical team working with him at the moment. They know Mike backwards in terms of injuries. So I'm just hoping Clarkey gets up and gets fit for the 4th test, because that'll mean a massive amount, not only to this team but to Michael Clarke as well, because he's batting really well, and I know he desperately wants to lead this team in a success in these trying conditions.
If Michael isn't fit, and that's I guess a possibility, will Shane Watson come back in and lead the team?
Yeah, look, Shane Watson was appointed vice captain for this tour. I have certainly not discussed it with anybody. I haven't looked that far down the line, and I guess we'll only know that close to the time, and we only need to make a decision close to the time when we know what Clarkey's back's like. So we've got time on our side on that one. Just to reiterate, Shane and I have had a huge amount of positive conversations. We've had a lot of positive dialogue. Shane gets it, and Shane can't wait to come back and be part of this team again and be part of this environment.
With Shane coming back and the news today that Mitchell Starc is heading back home for treatment surgery on his bone spurs, how does that leave Australia poised for around selection with the 15 players? Does Shane slip back into that middle order, and what do you think about the bowlers and how that lineup might look?
Yeah, look, again, we need to see conditions. We'll have a look once we get to Delhi. We've got numerous options available to us, and that's the beauty of this team at the moment is that there are options available. We can pick according to conditions, and I guess we'll only do that closer to the time.
bit of a disappointment losing Stark, who'd been contributing with the ball, but even more surprisingly, I guess, he'd been contributing well with the bat.
Yeah, look, he's been an outstanding player over the last year for us. It's not surprising to many who've seen Starkey put a lot of work into his batting that he's getting some success. I think he's been outstanding in that department. But obviously, we'll miss him with the ball. His ability to swing the new ball, his ability to bowl spells that get good players out is certainly what we're going to miss. And I think we saw it in this test match, when he got the ball to swing for 1 over, and the SG ball only generally swings for 1 or 2 overs. When it did swing, there were 5 LBW appeals, and he got 2 wickets. So we're going to miss the impact that Starkey makes. But it's a decision that we've taken, not lightly, but a decision that we've taken because we've got so much important cricket coming up. We just think it's the right time. We can get it sorted out, and we can get Starkey fit, hopefully for Champions Trophy, but certainly for what is going to be a very arduous Ashes campaign.